Calama was a colonia in the Roman province of Numidia situated where Guelma in Algeria now stands. G.Mokhtar places it just within the Roman province of Africa Proconsularis to the east of Numidia, but it is generally believed to have been in Numidia, a province created probably in 198 to 199. History. Calama was founded by the Phoenicians and called Malacca. This toponym is also the etymological root of Malaga in Spain. Malacca was situated in the Berber kingdom of Numidia. When this area later came under Roman rule, the city was renamed Calama, where the Calama is identical with the town of Southwell which the Roman propraetor Aulus Postumius Albinus Magnus unsuccessfully tried to take in 110 BC, is disputed, with some denying and others cautiously affirming. In the 1st century AD, Calama, then part of the Roman province of Numidia, became a major urban center. It was given the rank of a Roman municipium as early as Hadrian and of a colonia later. The city was sponsored by Vibia Aurelia Sabina, sister of the Emperor Commodus. Calama was, with Setiphus and Hippo Regius, one of the granaries of Rome in the 2nd and 3rd centuries AD. Under Septimius Severus, Calama became one of the most prosperous in the Roman Empire, with Thermae and a huge theatre. Calama became a Christian bishopric, 4 of whose bishops are named in extant documents. Donatus, not to be confused with Donatus Magnus, was accused in a council held in 305 of having handed over the sacred scriptures during the Decian persecution. Megalius gave episcopal ordination to St. Augustine in 395 and died in 397. St. Posidius, elected in the year of Megalius's death, took an active part in the joint conference of Carthage with Donatist bishops in 411. Quodvultius was one of the Catholic bishops whom Huneric summoned to Carthage in 484 and then exiled. Posidius wrote the first biography of Augustine, in which he lets it be known that he himself was one of the clergy of Augustine's monastery when he was appointed Bishop of Calama. When Calama fell into the hands of the Vandal king Genseric in 429, Posidius took refuge with Augustine within the walled city of Hippo Regius. He was present at Augustine's death in 430. No longer a residential bishopric, Calama is today listed by the Catholic Church as a titular see. The invading Vandals captured and partially destroyed Calama and defeated Count Bonifacius near the city in 431. After the conquest of Numidia by the Byzantine Empire, Solomon built a fortress there between 539 and 554. Calama's population was fully Christian in the 6th and 7th century. With the spread of Islam, Byzantine rule of Calama ended by around the 11th century. Archaeological remains theatre. It is difficult to reconstruct the plan and general appearance of the Roman theatre. The only other important monument discovered of the public baths. The theatre was built in the 1st or 2nd year of the 3rd century AD through the generosity of a certain Anerelia Restituta, who spent 400,000 sesterces on it. It was restored, indeed virtually rebuilt, from 1902 to 1918, after having served as a quarry. It is on a slope and measures 58.05 meters in width. It was built with a rubble core riveted with ashlar. The tiers of seats had virtually all disappeared. They must have numbered 10 in the lower zone and 12 in the second. The orchestra was paved in marble. Behind the stage, which was flanked by 2 rectangular chambers, a portico with columns formed a facade. Baths. The public Roman baths were built of rubble and riveted with ashlar and brick. These thermae may date as early as the 2nd century AD. Only one large rectangular chamber, undoubtedly the tepidarium, can be described. It gave onto other rooms and onto the exterior by 11 passages. These baths were included within the Byzantine fortress, no doubt built on an early enclosure and defended by 13 towers. It measured 278 by 219 meters. Forum. The existence of a forum is attested by a single inscription. There are also remains of arcades, a small shrine of Neptune, cisterns, and, outside the town, a Christian church. In 1953, a hoard of 7,499 coins was discovered. Virtually all of them came from the mint at Rome. The most recent dated to the beginning of AD 257. Presumably the hoard was buried because of local disturbances. Most of the ancient objects recovered at Calama and from the region are preserved in the Guelma Museum. Citadel and walls. Among its ruins are also a Byzantine citadel and walls built by the Byzantine patricius Solomon during the Byzantine reoccupation. Bibliography. Smith, Reed, James. The Municipalities of the Roman Empire. The University of Michigan Press.